People in your life, whether they're family, friends, coworkers, neighbors, or even strangers, thought they had you all figured out. They believed they could predict how you would react to their actions, especially when they tried to manipulate, deceive, or intimidate you. They expected you to respond with fear, submission, or by simply backing down because that's how most people react when confronted with pressure or mind games. But when the moment came, you didn't follow the script they had in mind. Instead of reacting the way they anticipated, you displayed your true strength and resilience. You didn't get shaken up or fall into their trap. You kept your composure, outsmarted them, and showed that you're not easily influenced or intimidated. This unexpected response threw them off balance. They're used to being in control, to getting the reaction they want from others. When they don't get it, it frustrates them deeply. They rely on their ability to manipulate situations to maintain power. But when you didn't play along, it made them realize that you're not someone who can be easily swayed or controlled. Your ability to stay strong in the face of their tactics is something they simply can't handle, and it leaves them feeling aggravated and powerless. They're so used to getting their way, manipulating situations to suit their desires. When they first encounter someone like you, they might size you up and think, I can bring him down, or I can make her falter. But soon enough, they realize there's no bringing you down when you're on a path of growth, moving forward with purpose and determination. You're destined to keep rising, and that frustrates your enemies to no end. They'll try anything to box you in, to make you conform like they've done with others before you. But the truth is, you're too smart to fall for their tricks. This drives them crazy. They may be clever, but you're even more clever. They might think they're smart, but you're a step ahead. They believe they stand out, but your light shines brighter than anything they've ever seen. You're simply too powerful, too remarkable for them to handle. Even those who pretend to like you can't help but feel threatened by your greatness. Some people might not like you from the start. They think they're smarter than you, so they assume they can do whatever they want, and you'll just accept it and give in. But what they don't realize is that this is the worst game of poker they've ever played. You don't fold under pressure. Instead, you double down and give everything you have to whatever you're passionate about. They might think they can outsmart you, but they quickly learn that they can't control you or dictate your actions. You're focused on your goals, and you know that no one can trap you or hold you back. When you set your mind on something, you're determined to rise and be the best at whatever you're pursuing. This drives your enemies crazy. They see you as their biggest challenge, and it frustrates them to no end. They want to silence you, to stop you from shining, but they're mistaken if they think they have the power to do it. They made a mistake when they chose to go up against you. You're outsmarting everyone around you, everyone in your circle. There's really nothing these people can do to keep you down, no matter how hard they try. You need to understand that you're going to unsettle a lot of folks who are used to knocking others off their game and taking their place. These people are accustomed to always winning, and that's why they're so frustrated with you. They're beyond aggravated. They're practically pulling their hair out because you're the one they can't defeat. It's like you've become their biggest obstacle, their toughest rival, the one they can't outmaneuver. You're the person that they've never been able to fool or mislead, and that realization eats away at them. It makes them feel deeply inferior because you're too strong, too unique, too unshakable. The losses they experience when they realize they can't beat you hit them hard, leaving them feeling defeated and outmatched. They didn't outsmart you. In fact, it's like they retreat into a shell filled with anger, envy, and jealousy. They're worried about losing their position to you, and that's why they're so fixated on you, so upset. They can see that you know exactly who you are and where you're headed. They might have thought they were outsmarting you, but the truth is it was you who had the upper hand all along. You had the clarity to see right through their cleverly disguised schemes and deceptions. You were able to unravel their true intentions, revealing the hidden agendas they worked so hard to conceal. It's likely that you didn't keep this knowledge to yourself either. You probably tried to alert others about the dangers lurking beneath the surface. However, not everyone was ready to listen. Some people might have dismissed your warnings, thinking that you were being paranoid, overreacting, or imagining things that weren't really there. They couldn't see what you saw or perhaps they didn't want to believe it. This experience is not uncommon when you're the one standing up and saying, something isn't right here. When you're the person who dares to question the narrative, who challenges the status quo, or who points out that certain individuals aren't acting with genuine intentions, you often face resistance. There's a lot of gaslighting that happens in these situations. People might try to make you doubt your own perceptions, to make you second-guess yourself. They might suggest that you're blowing things out of proportion, that you're being too sensitive, or that you're simply mistaken. But deep down, you knew better. You stayed true to what you saw and what you knew. You exposed the flaws in their plans, shining a light on the cracks that they desperately tried to cover up. And because of this, they saw you as a threat, a dangerous one. They didn't want the truth about them to get out, so they tried to silence you, to put you in a box, to keep you quiet and contained. Their goal was to prevent you from revealing what you knew to the world. They were confident that they had outsmarted you. They thought they had the upper hand, that their plans were foolproof, and that you would never see through them. But you proved them wrong. You were not only quick, but also clever. You had the ability to think on your feet, to adapt to the situation, and to use your mind in a way that consistently put you ahead of the game. This is why you have been able to outmaneuver your enemies time and time again. Your critics, those who tried to compete with you, all fell by the wayside as you continued to push forward. You didn't just win. You left your competition in the dust. You showed them that their tricks and manipulations were no match for your insight, your intelligence, and your ability to stay one step ahead. This is why you continue to succeed, no matter who or what tries to stand in your way. You have a unique ability to see the bigger picture, to anticipate the moves of others, and to turn challenges into opportunities. This is what sets you apart and ensures that you not only survive but thrive, no matter the obstacles you face. There's truly no contest. These people don't even come close to your level, and that's why outsmarting them feels almost effortless. They're not worth your energy because they are often caught up in trivial matters, completely missing the bigger picture. But you're different. You have a clear vision that guides you, a vision that pushes you to use your intelligence for the best possible outcomes. Not just for your own benefit, but for those you care about, and sometimes even for people who are practically strangers to you. You're driven by a genuine desire to uplift others and improve the world around you. That's real wisdom, something deep and meaningful that others often can't understand. They don't resent you for what you have or how you live. What really bothers them is how sharp, quick-witted, and wise you are. They're puzzled by your ability to always stay one step ahead, to see what's coming before it even happens. How did you know, they ask themselves, frustrated and bewildered. They're eager to figure out how you manage to anticipate their moves before they even thought of them. Your intuition is like a finely tuned instrument, catching signals that others completely miss. So in every situation, keep relying on that sharp mind of yours. Stay alert, stay aware, and always trust in your instincts. They've brought you this far, and they'll keep guiding you in the right direction. As you move forward, keep your mind sharp and your thoughts clear, because the world is full of people who will challenge you. They'll test your patience, push your limits, and try to mess with your head. They'll try to trick you, thinking you're just another person in the crowd. But this is your moment to prove them wrong. It's time to show them the real you. The person who thinks differently, who doesn't follow the herd, but creates their own path. When you choose to go your own way, that's when you know you're heading in the right direction. So always remember this: you outsmarted them. They didn't succeed in their games. They didn't surpass you, and they definitely didn't defeat you. There's no real competition here. They need to step aside because you're on a path of continuous growth, moving forward, and that's your true purpose. You're destined to keep climbing higher. That's what you've been doing, and that's what you'll continue to do.